Okay, so this next game isn't technically a Christmas movie or even a Christmas game, but it does take place around Christmas. I'm of course talking about Batman Returns. Batman Returns is a platforming game developed by Malibu Interactive and published by Sega for the Genesis on October 1992. It's based off the movie of the same name directed by Tim Burton and starring Michael Keaton as the Cape Crusader. Now surely Batman can't be bad, right? Right? Right out of the gate we see a cutscene of Batman dealing with the Penguin. From there you're taken to the title screen where you have a start or options. Options are pretty basic. There's no difficulty setting, but you can choose how many lives you can get. After you select start, you get a screen of Batman's Batmobile and the Bat signal being displayed before going to the first stage. And then you're on rooftop using your grappling hook to get from point A to point B fighting criminals and gargoyles? Don't remember those from the movie. Controls are pretty simple. A uses your special weapon like Batarang, B is attack, and C is jump. If you press up first and then C, you can use your grappling hook to scale up buildings and swing from one rooftop to another. Be careful though, the game doesn't always show where the flows are and you can fall straight to your death. The first immediate flaw I found in this game is the hit detection. It's horrible. You never know if Batman is actually connecting with the enemies until they're dead and you take more hits from bad guys and bosses than you'll ever dish out yourself. Batman is supposed to be an expert on every fighting style known to man, and all he can do is a few punches and low kicks? Batman has a health gauge that slowly goes away the more he's hit. Fall to your death and all your health will go no matter what, for obvious reasons. You can have anywhere between 3 or 7 lives. Too bad Batman isn't a cat. There you face the first boss, so I have to assume it's Catwoman. She's flipping around, hitting you with a whip, and it's darn near impossible to hit. And she's only the first boss of the game. Why did they have to make the first boss so hard? What's wrong, maggot? You're not good enough to be Batman. You want to say that to my face? You want to wumble?
Get your butt over here right now.
That does it. We're going to wumble.
You want to talk? You want to talk?
We're taking over this video. That's right. Pat and I are back, and this time better than ever. Now let's begin. Batman Returns follows the story of the movie that the game is based off of. Well, Batman, aka Bruce Wayne, but you didn't know that, is faced with dealing the menacing Penguin and the cunning Catwoman, which he also has a fling with. Bruce Wayne, you dog. There were a lot more versions of the game made, like one for the NES and Super Nintendo, but those are vastly different games. The shooting version for the most part is a 2D side-scroller with platform mechanics, and the Sega CD version has some 3D driving scenes taking offense to the system hardware advancements at the time. Batman Returns is wonderful on the graphics. Everything is well defined. You know very clearly who Batman is, who the enemies are, so on and so forth. And let's not forget the music and the sound effects, which are top-notch given that the Genesis always lacked what the Super Nintendo could do in music glory. Final Fantasy 6, anyone? The only real flaws in the game is the controls can feel clunky at times. It's one of those steep learning curves you have to manage if you wish to get anywhere in the game at all. But if you can master it, you can really feel like the real Batman. You know, if Batman was real. Batman's not real? Next you're gonna tell me that Santa isn't real either. Oh, you. Overall, my team ain't too much of a filthy casual to get past the first stage of this game. Batman Returns is a fun and challenging game that separates the men from the boys. If you want a challenge in a game that will make you earn your stripes, then look no further than Batman Returns. I gave this game a 10 out of 10. I also gave it a 10 out of 10. Well, TJ is a little tied up right now, but he'll be back with you next week for more Christmas month. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and we'll see you next time at the season finale of TJ Review begins on Christmas Eve. Like he always says, ta-ta for now.